You've burned the bridge, you've crossed the line, and now there's no turning back. You've made choices, said things, walked away from opportunities that have closed doors behind you. You look back, but all you see is smoke. The flames are licking at your past, and the bridge is nothing but ash. The past, it's gone. You can't undo what you've done. You can't unmake the choices that led you here. It's gone, and for a moment, you might feel like you've lost it all. You might feel like there's no way forward, no way to rebuild, no way to reclaim the ground you've lost. But here's the truth. That's exactly what they want you to believe. That's what the world wants you to believe. That you've burned the bridge and now you're stuck. But you're not. This moment, the one where everything seems broken, this is your moment of power. This is the moment where you either give in to the hopelessness or you step into the fire and forge a new path forward. Do you see it? Do you see the possibility? The fear is real, yes. The darkness is real, but so is the power within you to change. You may feel like you're trapped in the ruin, but those ruins can be the foundation of something greater. You don't have to wait for a miracle to save you. You don't have to wait for someone else to pick up the pieces. You have the strength to rise from the ashes. You have the fire in you. And once you realize that, once you take hold of that power, nothing will be able to stop you. The bridge may be gone, but the road ahead is waiting to be paved by you. It is time for you to face the truth. You've burned the bridge and now you have no way back. But you know what? That's exactly where your journey begins. You're not here to look back. You're here to move forward, and you have everything you need to do it. The question is, will you? Will you face the fire, rise from the ashes, and create something new, something stronger? Or will you stay in the shadow of the bridge that's already burned, trapped by what you cannot change? This is your call. This is your moment. What will you choose? You're angry, aren't you? You're frustrated. You feel that tight knot in your chest every time you think about where you are, how you got here, and why nothing seems to be moving forward. The weight of your mistakes is heavier than you ever imagined it would be. You've carried it for so long now that it's become a part of you, an anchor that sinks you deeper into a sea of doubt. You feel like you're drowning in the consequences of your decision, and it hurts. Oh, how it hurts. It hurts when you wake up in the morning and realize that you're still in the same place. It hurts when you see others moving on while you're stuck here, watching life pass you by. It hurts because you know that this is not where you were meant to be. But you're here, and no matter how hard you try, no matter how many plans you make, nothing seems to change. You feel like you're trapped in a storm, stranded on an island with no way back. The waves crash against the shore, relentless, unforgiving, and every time you think you've found a way out, the current pulls you right back in. There's no escape, no way to move forward. You've exhausted every option, and now it feels like the walls are closing in. You try to run, to fight, but the more you struggle, the tighter the chains become. Every step you take feels heavier than the last. And what makes it worse is that you don't even know who to blame. Is it you? Are you the villain in this story? Is it the decisions you made, the words you spoke, the opportunities you let slip away? Or is it the world around you, those forces beyond your control that have left you with no option? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's a combination of the mistakes you've made and the circumstances you've found yourself in. Either way, the result is the same. You're stuck. And the worst part? You don't know how to get out. You don't know how to fix this. You look back at the bridge you burned, and you wonder if there's any chance of rebuilding it. But the smoke is still rising. The flames still flicker in the distance, and you realize that there is no way back. The bridge is gone. You can't go back to who you were, and the way forward seems impossible. You're caught in a never-ending cycle of regret and hopelessness, and it feels like you're carrying the weight of it all on your shoulders, alone. But here's the thing, you're not alone. You are not the only one standing here, frozen in this moment of despair. You are not the only one who feels like they've been abandoned by their own choices. There are others who are right where you are, facing the same demons, the same struggles, the same sense of being lost. And it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel frustrated and overwhelmed. But the truth is, staying here, stuck in this emotional prison, is not the answer. You can't keep waiting for someone else to come along and save you. You can't keep blaming yourself for the things you've already done. The past is the past. What matters now is what you're going to do next. The villain in your story is not the world or the people around you. The villain is the belief that you are powerless, that you are stuck, that you cannot move forward. The villain is the lie that says you don't have what it takes to break free. But that's not the truth. The truth is that you have the strength to rise from this. The truth is that you can start again, even if the bridge is burned. You may not see the way forward yet, but I promise you, it's there. The struggle you're in right now, the pain you feel, it is real, it's raw, and it's valid. But it doesn't define you. It is a moment, not your life. You are not stuck. You are not defeated. You are just in the process of rediscovering your power. The first step is acknowledging that you are here. You are here, and you are alive. That is the first victory in your journey. So don't let the pain define you. Don't let the mistakes dictate your future. This is your moment to rise. You're at the bottom now, aren't you? The world feels like it's pressing down on you, and the air is thick with despair. You wake up every day, and all you feel is the weight of everything that's gone wrong. It's like you're carrying 1,000 pounds on your back, and no matter how hard you try, you can't shake it off. You feel trapped, suffocated by the choices you've made, the things you can't undo. The walls seem to close in, and you wonder, how did it get this bad? How did you find yourself here, in this dark, lonely place where every direction feels like a dead end? You've looked for a way out. You've searched for a sign, for a moment of clarity, for anything that might give you hope. But it's as if the universe itself is silent. No one is coming. No one is reaching out to save you. You're alone, and you don't know how to move forward. You've reached rock bottom, and from here, it feels like there is no way up. The ground beneath you feels solid, but you can't get your footing. Every attempt to rise only pushes you further into the dirt. Every decision seems to lead to another failure, another misstep. You can't see a way forward. The darkness is thick, and you can't see through it. And with each passing day, the feeling of hopelessness grows. Maybe you've looked around, and you've seen others, people who seem to have it all together, people who've got the answers, people who seem to be moving forward while you're stuck here in the dark. It stings. It makes you question everything about yourself. You start to wonder if maybe they were right all along. Maybe you really are just too broken to fix. Maybe you really do deserve to be stuck here, where you are. Maybe your mistakes have defined you, and there's no way to shake off the weight of them. But let me tell you something. Feeling this way doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you broken. It makes you human. And it's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel the weight of your mistakes, to feel the burden of your choices. This isn't the end of the story. This is just the beginning of your journey. I know it feels impossible. I know it feels like you've hit a dead end, like all the doors have closed, like every road is blocked. But the truth is, this feeling of being stuck, of being trapped, is temporary. This is not where your story ends. It's not even where it begins. But it sure as hell feels like the end, doesn't it? It feels like everything you've ever worked for has crumbled beneath your feet. But don't mistake this for finality. Don't mistake this moment of despair as the truth of who you are. The truth is that you've been relying on others to pull you out, relying on the circumstances to change, hoping for a miracle that will come and make everything better. But here's the hard truth. Nobody is coming to save you, and nobody else can change your fate. Change has to come from you. You can't wait around for someone to open a door for you. You can't wait for someone to rescue you from the depths of your despair. That's not how this works. Change has to come from within. It has to come from the decision to rise, even when everything around you screams that you should stay down. It has to come from within you, when the world is telling you that you're too far gone, too lost, too broken to be fixed. You are the only one who can get yourself out of this hole. You are the only one who can take the first step forward. This is not the end of the road for you. This is not where you stay forever. It may feel like it, but it's not. It's just a chapter, not the whole book. And yes, the pain is real. Yes, the struggle is real, but it will pass. It always does. And when it does, you'll look back and realize that it was the moment you thought you were most broken. That was the moment you found your true strength. You can't rely on anyone else to fix this for you. The power to change, the power to rise, it's all inside of you. Don't look for someone to hand you the keys to your freedom. You've already got the keys. You just have to unlock the door yourself. In the midst of your despair, there's a flicker of something more. You might not see it yet, but it's there, hidden beneath the surface, waiting for you to notice it. This moment, the one where everything feels impossible, where every step forward seems futile, is also the moment where change begins to take root. Yes, change can grow from this. It's hard to believe, I know, but listen carefully. This dark, painful place you're in right now, it's not the end. It's the beginning of something new, something you couldn't have imagined in the light of better days. It's the foundation for your transformation, and in this very soil of struggle, you can plant the seeds of something powerful. You've been walking through the darkness, but the darkness is not your enemy. The darkness is where the deepest growth occurs. Think about it. The greatest trees don't grow in the light. They grow in the shadows, their roots pushing through the deepest, darkest soil. The strongest flowers bloom in the most barren fields, breaking through cracked earth, reaching for the sun. So don't curse the darkness. Don't curse the pain, because this is where your strength is being forged. This is where the roots of your future self are starting to grow. Every moment you've spent doubting yourself, every tear you've shed, every sleepless night, every misstep, it's all a part of the process. It's all preparing you for the breakthrough that's coming. Change isn't easy. It's never been easy, but it's always been possible. And it starts right here, right now, in the very place where you feel most defeated. Even though you've burned bridges, you've also cleared the way. The path that once seemed blocked, the road you thought was lost forever, it's now wide open for you to walk. That's what burning the bridge did. It didn't destroy you. It freed you. It released you from the past, from the things that were holding you back, from the people, places, and things that were keeping you chained to what you were. Now you have a clear path ahead. You have a blank canvas. You have the power to shape your future, to build something entirely new. And that future isn't going to look like your past. It can't. It won't. Because you are different now. You've been through the fire. You've been through the storm. And now it's time for you to rise from the ashes, stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever. The darkness isn't something to fear anymore. It's something to embrace. It's the place where transformation begins. And yes, the pain you felt is real. But what if that pain was the very thing that was preparing you to become who you were always meant to be? What if this struggle, this heartache, is what will fuel your greatest triumphs? I know it's hard to see the light when you're in the middle of the storm, but let me tell you something. You are already on the path to something better. The light is on the horizon, and it's getting closer with every step you take. You've cleared the old paths, and now you're carving your own way. This is where your transformation starts. This is where your future takes shape. The seeds are planted, and with each decision you make from this point forward, you are watering them. You are nurturing your own growth, the change you're seeking. It's already inside of you. All you need to do is believe that it's possible. Believe that even in the darkness, you are capable of growing. And just like those deep roots that push through the soil, you will rise. You are not finished. You are not broken. You are being transformed, and in time, the world will see it. But more importantly, you will see it in yourself. This is your moment. The seeds of change are already planted. All you have to do is keep walking forward, trusting that every step, no matter how small, is taking you closer to the person you were meant to become. You have been through hell, haven't you? Every battle, every tear, every moment of despair. It has shaped you. It has tested you. But it has also prepared you for something greater than you could ever have imagined. The truth is, you are not the victim in this story. You are the hero. You are the one who has faced the darkest of days and lived to tell the tale. You have survived, and that survival, that is proof that you have the strength within you to rise again. Don't look to the world for validation. Don't look to others to give you permission to move forward. They are not the ones who hold the keys to your destiny. You do. You have the fire inside of you, the grit, the determination that no one can take away. You don't need anyone's approval to begin rebuilding. You don't need anyone to tell you that you're capable, because you already know it deep down. You've always known it, even when you doubted yourself, even when the pain felt unbearable, even when the darkness threatened to swallow you whole. There was a part of you that kept fighting, that kept pushing forward. That part of you is your true self. That part of you is the hero. It's time to stop playing the victim in your own story. It's time to stop waiting for someone to come along and save you. You are your own savior. You are the one who will pull yourself from the ashes, from the wreckage, and build something stronger. The pain you've experienced, it's not a curse. It's your fuel. Every scar, every bruise, every heartbreak. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's the very thing that will propel you forward. It's the fire that will burn even brighter as you move toward your purpose. Every struggle you've faced has been a lesson, a stepping stone that will take you higher than you've ever been before. The warrior doesn't fear battle. The warrior embraces it because the battle makes them stronger. The battle hones their skills, sharpens their resolve, and builds their resilience. You are that warrior. You've faced your battles, and you've survived. Now, it's time to rise up. You are not the same person who stumbled into the darkness. You are not the same person who burned the bridge and thought there was no way forward. That person is gone. They have been forged in the fire of pain and struggle, and what remains is someone who is stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. You are not fragile. You are resilient. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt, piece by piece, stronger than before. Your journey has only just begun. The pain you felt is your armor now. It's the shield that will protect you as you move forward. Every setback you've encountered, every obstacle in your path, it has been preparing you for what's ahead. It's been teaching you the lessons you need to become unstoppable. So stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning whether you have what it takes. You do. You always have. It's time to stop waiting for the world to change and start changing the world with your action. You are the hero in your own story, and heroes don't wait for things to get better. They make things better. They rise when the world tells them to fall. They stand tall when others tell them to stay down. They push through the darkness because they know that on the other side, there is a light brighter than they could ever have imagined. You've been through the storm. You've weathered the chaos. Now, it's your time to rebuild. It's your time to rise. No one is coming to rescue you, and that's the greatest gift you could have ever received, because it means that the power to change, to rebuild, to rise again, it's all in your hands. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone's permission. You already have everything you need to build the life you want. So take it. Take that power. Take control of your own destiny. The world is waiting for you to show up. The future is waiting for you to step into it. It's time to claim what's rightfully yours. You are not broken. You are not defeated. You are a warrior, and you are just getting started. This is it. This is your moment. This is the moment where you realize that the future you've been waiting for, the life you've dreamed of, the person you've always wanted to become, is not a distant, unreachable goal. It is right in front of you. You have the power to change everything. You have the power to shape your future, to reclaim your story, to create the life you deserve. Do you understand that? Do you see it? You are the architect of your future. You have always been, and now it's time for you to take that power. The world has told you that you are powerless, that your mistakes have defined you, that your past will forever hold you hostage. But none of that is true. None of that has to define you anymore. Your past does not own you. It is the present that matters. And right now, you are standing at the crossroads, looking at the rest of your life in front of you. And it is up to you, and you alone, to decide what comes next. This is your moment. The moment when you stop waiting for someone to hand you a future. The moment when you stop blaming the world or your circumstances for where you are. The moment when you stop playing small and realize that you are meant for greatness. You are the one who holds the pen. You are the one who writes the next chapter. So what will you do with it? Are you going to stay where you are, stuck in the shadows of your past, paralyzed by fear and doubt? Or are you going to step forward and claim your destiny? Are you going to keep waiting, letting opportunities slip by, telling yourself that it's too late, that you've missed your chance? Or are you going to rise right now, in this moment, and take action toward the future you deserve? The choice is yours. But understand this: the longer you hesitate, the longer you wait, the longer you stay stuck in the past, the further you push your dreams away. The longer you tell yourself that you'll get to it later, the more time you waste. And time is something you can never get back. It is a resource that is running out, and once it's gone, it's gone. So are you really going to waste? Are you really going to let fear and doubt control your future? Are you really going to let the world tell you who you are and what you're capable of? Or are you going to take control right now and start moving toward the life you know is waiting for you? This is your moment to rise, your moment to step into the power that has always been within you, your moment to take full responsibility for your future and start building the life you deserve. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more fear. Now is the time for you to take action, to make the choice, to seize this moment and turn it into something real. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the world to change. You are the one who must change it. You are the one who must act. If you wait, you risk losing everything. If you hesitate, you risk wasting your potential. The world will keep moving forward whether you do or not, and if you're not careful, you'll be left behind. You'll stay stuck in the past while others are stepping into the future. But that doesn't have to be you. You have the power to change everything. You have the power to decide that today is the day you will rise. You have the power to start building your future right now. So what are you waiting for? What are you afraid of? Your future is waiting. Your dreams are waiting. This is your moment. This is your time to rise. Will you take it? Will you step into the life you were always meant to live? Or will you let it slip through your fingers? The choice is yours. What will you do? The world is waiting for you to show up. Will you rise? Look at yourself now. Take a moment and reflect on who you've been, who you thought you were. Look back at the pain, the doubt, the struggle that has defined you for so long. You felt broken. You felt weak. You felt like the world was too much for you to handle. You felt like your mistakes, your failures, and your fears were chains that held you down, telling you that you couldn't rise above them. But I'm here to tell you something that will change everything. That version of you, the one who felt trapped, the one who doubted themselves, the one who couldn't see a way forward, he or she is no more. You are no longer defined by your past mistakes, by the things that have happened to you. by the pain you've endured. Those things are part of your story, yes, but they do not define you. What defines you now is the person you are becoming, the person you are stepping into right now, the person who is strong, capable, and unstoppable, the person who knows their worth and is not afraid to claim it. You are not that broken version anymore. You are whole. You are powerful. You are capable of achieving everything you've ever dreamed of and more. Can you see it? Can you see the future? You, the person who walks into a room with confidence, who knows their value and demands respect, not because of what they've done, but because of who they are. Can you see yourself thriving, not just surviving, but truly living, fully alive, fully present, and fully at peace with who you are? Can you feel the weight of your potential? Because it's there, deep within you. It's always been there. The only thing that was holding you back was the belief that you weren't worthy of it. But you are. You are worthy of success. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of everything you've ever dreamed of. No one can take that from you. You don't need permission to step into your greatness. You don't need anyone else's approval to claim the life you deserve. The only person who can stop you now is you. And I'm telling you, you are no longer the person who will hold yourself back. You are the one who will push yourself forward. You are the one who will fight for your future. You are the one who will rise above every obstacle, every doubt, every fear. Your past does not control you anymore. You have taken the power away from those old stories, and now you get to write a new one. A story of victory, a story of strength, a story of resilience, a story where you come out on top. Can you feel it? Can you see it? The person you are becoming is strong, unstoppable, and deserving of every success that comes your way. No more hiding, no more playing small, no more shrinking back from your dreams. You are stepping into your greatness, and you are doing it with confidence, with power, and with a fire that cannot be extinguished. You are a force to be reckoned with. The person you were meant to be is already here, inside of you, and now it's time for the world to see it. The fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, they don't have power over you anymore. You've shed that skin. You've outgrown that person, and now you are free. Free to step into your potential, free to step into your worth, free to step into the life that's waiting for you. You are no longer who you once were. You are no longer defined by the mistakes of your past, by the fears that once held you back. You are someone new, someone empowered, someone who is worthy of all the success, all the joy, and all the fulfillment that is coming your way. And this is just the beginning. Your future is brighter than you've ever imagined, and it is waiting for you to step into it. So take that step. Step into your greatness. Step into your power. Step into the person you were always meant to be, because you are ready, and the world is waiting to see the incredible things you will do. You are no longer the person who was trapped by their past. You are the person who is unstoppable. You are the person who is destined for greatness. And this is your time. This is your moment. So stand tall, take a deep breath, and claim your future. The world is yours for the taking. You are worthy of it. You always have been. This is it. The time for hesitation is over. The moment for doubt has passed. You've heard the call, and now it's time to act. It's time to stop waiting for things to change. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity. Stop waiting for someone else to make the first move. You are the one who has the power to transform your life, and it starts right now. You've been through the storm. You've faced your demons, and you've risen stronger. But all of that means nothing if you don't take the next step. You can't just stand here and think about the change you want. You have to make it happen. It's time to take action. The world won't wait for you to catch up. The opportunities that are waiting for you won't just fall into your lap. You have to claim them. You have to step forward with courage, with determination, with the belief that you are worthy of everything you've ever dreamed of. So, what's your first step? What's the action that will launch you into your new life? I want you to think about that right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Right now. What can you do today? that will push you toward your goal? What's the first thing you can do to show the world and yourself that you're ready? Maybe it's reaching out to someone for help. Maybe it's taking the first step toward a new career. Maybe it's simply looking yourself in the mirror and reminding yourself that you are capable of greatness. Whatever it is, do it. Do it now. No more waiting. No more putting it off. This is your life, and you're the one in control. The time for fear is over. The time for excuses is done. Now is the time to make it happen. And I'll tell you this, the path won't always be easy. There will be obstacles. There will be days when you want to give up, days when it feels too hard, days when you wonder if it's worth it. But remember this, the challenges you face will only make you stronger. They will only fuel your fire, push you further toward your goals, and remind you that you are unstoppable. So don't back down. Don't shrink away from what's coming next. The future is waiting for you, but you have to show up for it. You have to show up for yourself. You have to step into your power, your potential, and your purpose. And I want you to know this. Whatever happens from here, whatever challenges you face, you are never alone. You have everything inside of you to rise above it all. You've already come so far. You've already proven that you have the strength to endure, to fight, to survive. Now it's time to prove that you have the power to thrive. You were never broken. You were just waiting to be reborn. And this is your rebirth. This is your new beginning. So go out there and build the life you want. Go out there and make it happen. You are not stuck. You are free. Free to create, free to dream, free to become everything you were always meant to be. The future is yours for the taking. It's time to claim it. Step into your greatness. The world is waiting. You are ready, and now you will rise.